The ancient Anunnaki and history of mankind that perhaps is should be talked about. There are some things related to mankind's lost history and our mysterious amnesic past that is not being talked about. The history and the story behind the Anunnaki, those who Anu sent from heaven to earth, is far from mysterious. It's more mysterious than anyone is willing to accept. And recently, and mostly because of ancient astronaut theory, which proposes that Earth has been visited by advanced alien civilizations from thousands of years ago, the truth behind the Anunnaki gained a lot of importance among millions of readers worldwide. While many remain skeptical about the existence of the Anunnaki, their influence in the human development, reasons why they came to Earth, millions of people firmly believe that the Anunnaki are the missing link in human history, the development of humanity, and even the abrupt evolution of humanity. During an excavation of the biblical city of Nineveh, a team led by Austin Henry Layard discovered the ruins of the ancient Assyrian library of Ashurbanipal. One of the most important discoveries made during that excavation were a series of cuneiform tablets. They were called the Enuma Elish, better known as the Seven Tablets of Creation. The Seven Tablets of Creation tell a story about a group of gods who were called the Anunnaki, who came from the heaven to create the human race. Let's remember that the Native Americans also called the star people, those that came from the heavens down to earth to teach them law and faith and religion and things like that, they called the Anu, the same word used here. Now, information about the Anunnaki is extremely limited. Most of the history surrounding their existence are filled with controversy. And today, when we read or seek information about Sumerian history and the Anunnaki, or the people that inhabited that part of the world, we come across the controversial author Zecharia Sitchin. We know him best for Planet X. Now, in 1976, author Zecharia Sitchin published his personal translation of the Sumerian text in a series of books called The Earth Chronicles. And according to Zecharia Sitchin, the clay tablets describe an alien race known as the Anunnaki who came to Earth to mine gold. Sitchin practically suggests that extraterrestrials visited Earth in the past because their home planet needed gold to survive. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box. In 1976, the late Zecharia Sitchin raised a controversy with the publication of another book, The 12th Planet. In this and subsequent books, Sitchin represented his translations of ancient Sumerian texts and tells of an incredible story regarding the origins of mankind on Earth, stories that are completely different to those that most of us learn in school. The New York Times even talked about Nibiru in 1982. They said something out there beyond the farthest reaches of the known solar system seems to be tugging at Uranus and Neptune. Some gravitational force keeps perturbing the 2 giant planets, causing irregularities in their orbits. The force suggests a presence far away and unseen, a large object that may be the long-sought Planet X. The last time a serious search for the skies was made, it led to the discovery in 1930 of Pluto, the 9th planet. This year, astronomers detected the long-lost planet of our solar system. They called it Planet 9. The enigmatic Planet X orbits our sun at such a distance that it needs between 10,000 to 20,000 years to complete a single orbit around it. Authors of the study, Michael Brown and Konstantin Batikin of Caltech, suggest that the smaller bodies located in the edges of our solar system to be influenced by the gravity of a hidden planet, a massive perturber. Now, deciphering history piece by piece, today the Anunnaki are considered by many people around the globe as the founding fathers of civilization and mankind. Some archaeologists suggest that the Anunnaki have a very important history in South America and the pre-Inca and Incan civilizations. Modern day archaeologists does not agree with these theories, even though there is plenty of evidence. It seems that everywhere we look on our planet, we find pieces of history that point towards a far more enigmatic past than what mainstream scholars are willing to accept. It's mainly because we're living in a limited information environment. Not all the details regarding ancient mankind's past are documented and presented to society. There are some gaps in our history that cannot be explained by mainstream scholars. But according to the ancient astronaut theory, these enigmatic gaps in mankind's ancient history can be perfectly explained and rationally approached by mainstream scholars who continue presenting us with linear one-way street when it comes to mankind's history. And this is why we won't hear about Anunnaki and their importance in human development in modern-day society. Now, the Anunnaki timeline, according to Zecharia Sitchin, 450,000 BC, after long wars, the atmosphere of Nibiru began to deteriorate and became a hostile place for life. The Anunnaki needed gold to repair their atmosphere. According to researchers, we can use gold nanoparticles to repair our damaged ozone layer. 445,000 BC, the Anunnaki aliens landed on Earth and established their base in Eridu, wanted to extract gold from the Persian Gulf. They were led by Enki, the son of Anu. 416 BC, gold production fell, which made Anu come to Earth, and beside him, his other son Enlil arrived. Anu decided that mining would take place in Africa and promoted Enlil in charge of the Terran mission. 400,000 BC, in southern Mesopotamia, where 7 developed nations, among the most important were Sipar, Nippur, and Shurpak. After the metal was refined, the ore was transported from Africa with ships and sent out into orbit. And this is from Ancient Code, and it's on Bended Reality. Please leave your comments about this. Thank you for your support.